Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Auburn Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, checking in with Georgia Tech's head coach before the game. He understands the rivalry nature of this game, and he has asked his players to play with poise every step of the way. This crowd can get you off your pace. They can disrupt things at the line of scrimmage. And he said, guys, we have to communicate and stick together in this environment today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Georgia Tech's kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Motion from the wideout. Handoff to the single back. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is the type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Now they'll face 3rd and 4 in their first possession of the game. Quarterback making adjustments. Brown will throw it. Quickly complete. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Offense staying on the field there and hurry up, looking as if they'll go on 4th. Looking for a push on 4th down. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
The Tigers getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Bringing the heat. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. A pick 6.
You always want to come out and set the tone as a defense. Get a stop, make them punt. How about this? Get the INT and take it back to the house. Way to set the tone for this defense early.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He's tackled, brought down right at the 25-yard line on the return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking for a crease, it's Cobb. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all off season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Brown wants to pass. Stepping to the right. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Smashes through the tackle. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of a physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
We talked about it earlier. Now this home crowd making life difficult. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Looking for room. It's Cobb. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
In the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. You can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force-feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. Now he's looking to throw it. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a 1st down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
The run inside. It's Cobb. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's It's first down. He's got 42 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after they catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Mendoza. The short hands, it's Harris. Turns it on in midfield. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as they get him down at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here. I'm looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Got a man in the middle. He's down right there, but he has plenty to pick up the first down.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Got it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to blow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
A third and goal, and this defense feeling energy from the crowd. To the air, it's Mendoza. Here's a heat. Still looking. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off.
Another ball is knocked free. The kicking team's got it, and they take the ball right back.
Because of the big collisions on kickoff team, you don't see a lot of that in practice. You don't do that because you don't want to get each other hurt. A lot of open field, big collisions, big forced fumble, big momentum play created.
Looking to throw on first down. Trying to set up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first down.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
You start with this type of field position and have to settle for a field goal. This is a big third down coming up. Dumps it to the back. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Moving out to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Running inside. It's Cobb. Picks his way ahead. He'll get 5 out to the 17-yard line. Timeout taken by the Yellow Jackets. That'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Now backed up in their own end. It's 3rd and long. He might want another play. Brown will throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Man, every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He now has 53 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Looking left. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Wants to throw on first down. Extending the play. On the move, he fires. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
The run inside. It's Cobb. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. Brown wants to pass. Fires left. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Auburn.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down. The 3rd down's coming up.
Well, they're trying to attack the middle of the field. That time the ball a little too high for his wide receiver, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner. But right now they want to stop on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Hunt is in the air. Here's the return. Slips through the line. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Running inside, it's Washington. Pickup of 5, it's now 2nd and 5. Georgia Tech spins its 2nd timeout. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Brown will throw it. Unloads to the right. This dude is just a master along the sideline, getting that foot in bounds for the nice gain. And the Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Gonna run it. It's Cobb. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Yellow Jackets spend their 3rd and final timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this 2nd down. Might be changing the route. Looking to fire. He'll take a shot. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Fires to the wideout. Oh, what a play! It's intercepted. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Could not make his way to the corner. The hurry-up now, second down, clock ticking. Brown wants to pass. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That's how you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players, certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got his man on the right. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Back to pass. Makes the catch. It's Allen. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And that was another ball thrown in harm's way. And this young man, he already has 1 interception. That was almost the second. Just playing a little bit loose with the football. Let's make sure we get that dialed in. We can't make those mistakes. Hard to win games when you make big mistakes.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. On the run, it's Maddox. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Northern Illinois, taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes.
And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return.
And it's Northern Illinois, setting school records in multiple offensive categories in one of the highest scoring games I think I've ever seen. 2 teams who were very familiar with the end zone today.
Looking downfield, it's Mendoza.
Pushing them to 1-0 on the short season.
Caught, and he's got room. They get him out of bounds, couple yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be fit.
Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Really nice job by the quarterback, dropping back, understanding. He knew his wide receiver was going to drag across the middle of the field. Good timing, waiting for him to come open, hitting him with the strike.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hosley. Could be an alley. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down.
I just don't understand how niggas got plays locked, but you can't have no playbook. That's crazy. The fuck you got the plays locked for?
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Working the middle, it's complete. He has stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Between the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Their first possession of this 3rd quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And I know that wasn't a big game, but this offense needed that, man. That back-to-back picks on back-to-back possessions, they got to get something going, get some good mojo, get everybody believing again, and settle their quarterback down.
And he'll go down, but he delivered the business end of his stiff arm to that defender on the way. They'll snap it on 1st down from the 35. Off play action. Hit as he throws. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down.
Man, he almost throws another one. And I tell you what, it's just been one of those days. Sometimes it's not your day, and just turning the ball over like they're a nonprofit, man, just giving it away. This offense has been reckless, it's been careless. They've got to do a better job of being smart with the football.
The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the 1st down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
And I just love when guys know exactly where the sticks are. You could tell ran with purpose, finished through the sticks, and got just enough for the first down.
And a nice job up front, too, right? Good communication. Everybody knew where they had to go, hat on a hat, work the double teams, and get some push.
Here's a give to Washington. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And we haven't called his name a lot, and I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good, and if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
The Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Using his legs, it's Cobb. Finding some room. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it up to 14.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to adjust the pattern. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Auburn lines up quickly. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Got nothing last time. Now second and goal from the 3. They'll try to blast their way in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run it with Bryson Washington. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The run inside. It's Hosley. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the period, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. To throw, it's Mendoza. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. from the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Makes a deep grab. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And that's how you flip the field really quickly. Go from being on your side of the field.
They'll have a first down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Looking to throw on first down. Got it. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacting quickly.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? And I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to look downfield again. Trying to burn this defensive back. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. What a costly mistake and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception. And now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback making checks. Gives it on the option. Fouls through the defense. He stopped just short of his own 20-yard line, but it is enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Brown will throw it. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And you want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Right back to him on the ground, and they're able to get him down.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Escapes the pressure going right. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment.
I tell you what, I love having a quarterback that trusts himself, that knows in a big situation in the 4th quarter, he can take off and still take care of the football, get a big first down, continue to put this offense in a good position to succeed.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives, and pitches to the running back.
Back's going for the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? Their defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So here comes the Auburn offense. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Oops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Brown wants to pass. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quarterback may change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And this defense right now is pinning their ears back with a huge lead in the 4th quarter, and you're seeing that coming off the edge. They're not even respecting run because they don't have to. They know that this opponent is going to throw the football. They're taking wider splits. They're getting up the field. They're using their speed.
He's taking the shot. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Georgia Tech's offense comes out ready to get this drive going. And that interception might well be the nail in the coffin. Offense gets the ball back, up by 2 scores. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Mendoza. Snags it and he's open. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Yeah, they've had a day, and it's the complete and total offense. They got the ground going, and obviously this is why you see him. You're going to feature him because he can churn those legs, get those extra yards, but they've had balance throwing for touchdowns. Like, this offense has been very complete today, and that's why they're winning so big.
He's had a day, 103 yards rushing, and with that run, he's now over 100 yards on this opening day. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. He's got the first down, and they'll be able to run it out from here.